Hello. Yep, running late. Actually, I'm not running late. I've been up since 8:30 this morning and I haven't stopped yet. So, I'm trying to do my walk and it's like 2 o'clock. But like I said, I've been up for a long time. So I'm just going to do a short walk because I want to get my walk in. So I'm not going to, be crazy about this. Yeah. My daughter just left. This was her cleaning day. She comes by and cleans my house. And then we go grocery shopping. And I didn't really there was some stuff for sale, mostly chicken. So I got some chicken. It was, you buy one thing of chicken and you get one free. We'll at least walk to the longer corner instead of the shorter one. Very windy out today, but it's a nice day. It's on the chillier side. I could have worn a sweater, I guess. But yeah, so we went shopping, picked up some stuff. Yeah, there wasn't really much on sale. I didn't really get much. I found a couple of gotta sell it today type of stuff. But I did get some hamburger patties, but other than that, I couldn't find any beef. The beef was way too expensive, guys. So I did get some hamburger patties. And yeah, the rest was chicken. No. Yeah, chicken, and I got one package of like a pork stew beef. You ain't gonna believe what's coming up, guys. Not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Not gonna believe it. Not gonna believe it. I'm telling you, there's a story there somehow, somewhere. Yep. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a story. Yeah, so I couldn't buy anything. Everything's so expensive. It's like, really? How can I be a carnivore, right? When meat is going up and up and up and up and up. They had a chuck roast, beef roast there. And my daughter had pointed out to me. It was just one. I don't know how much per pound it was, but it wasn't all that big of a roast, guys, and it was about $40. And I'm like, you know, that's not even big enough for a family. Yeah. Is everyone just going to get a little tiny sliver? Yeah. So that's my craze. But craze for the today. Shopping day. No goodies. I bought my pork rinds. Honest to goodness. I did get some bacon. You know, I remember when bacon, you could get it for, you know, $1 something a package. Then it went up to like $2.49. And then it went up to $2.99. And I know it was just earlier this year. I could pick it up for like $3.99. And now, on sale, it's 5 something. And you don't even get a pound of bacon. You know, I feel really good on the carnivore diet. You know, I just feel healthier. I don't want to change that. And if I am forced to go down to like chicken and pork, how is that going to work? Because they're not fatty. So, does this mean I eat more butter? You know, I'm getting kind of confused because I've always just felt that. I always just felt that beef, if you got a good cut of beef and it had some fat in it, that was good enough. You know, you look for that marbling. And that would be good enough, right? So now that I can't really get the beef because it's so damn expensive, what should I incorporate into my diet that replaces the beef? I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. How is this going to work? So I'm trying to figure it out. I know I can add butter, but I don't want to do too much butter. And chicken's very lean. Now I'm going to end up eating chicken now a few times each week. Should I just stick, you think, with eggs and bacon as my main food to live on? And then just incorporate like chicken and bacon? I'm serious when I'm asking these questions now, guys. I'm serious. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I've been trying to stay mostly beef. But I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate enough mix of fats or the right kind of meals, because I'm so used to just having a hamburger, eggs, and a couple of slices of bacon. But that's slowly gonna go to nil. Slowly gonna go to nil, guys, with the beef. So far I've been able to make it work. But I'm getting worried that pretty soon it's going to be touch and go. You know, I'm just going to, I guess I'll be eating sardines and chicken. And the pork when it's on sale. I don't know what else to do. just that beef is, it's just it's even more expensive this week, guys. It's not cheaper. There was no sales, no deals. It's getting ridiculous. And I do love my beef. I try to have it multiple times a week. But I'm not willing to pay the money. You know, because I can't afford to pay something like $10 and up per meal. Just for $10 a day per meal could turn into $600 just for me. I'm trying to feed four adult people. I can't spend the whole budget on beef. It's ridiculous. It's so frustrating. God, I remember when Hamburg used to be cheaper than your chicken. It was like cheap meat. Now it's unbelievably expensive. The cheapest Hamburg that I could find was some that was for a pound was 7 something a pound. And when I look at that package, I'm like, seriously? No. Now, I'm making something that's for the family, not for me. So I did get some Hamburg that was where I can't see the meat. Those rolls, a pound of roll meat. My husband likes stroganoff. So I'm going to make him some stroganoff because he likes it. You know, something different. So, hello. I see you all over the place. What's that?
Sometimes down here, sometimes down there.
Yeah, I see you in both places. I was like, I wonder which place he lives at. Oh, have a good day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Yeah. I think he's homeless. Yeah, I think he's homeless. And he just moves around. And he just randomly parks wherever. I'll probably get shot now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got all my candy bagged up. Emma and I did it last night. We got it all done. 300 plus bags. So that's done. Yeah. It's gonna be a boring video, guys. There's nothing to talk about. And as usual, my rant on grocery shopping day is, it's expensive. Too darn expensive. Yeah. Incredible, guys. So crazy. You know what I'm going to ask Bob for Christmas? Is, everyone's been talking about, Christmas shopping and stuff. And I said, all I want for Christmas is beef. That's what you can get me, beef. So if I'm a real good girl, maybe Santa Claus will bring me some beef. That's what I've been telling the kids. Grandma's a good girl, you better send me some beef. Ah. Yeah, I've been shopping for the kids, getting them done. Yeah, back to the yard. Ouch. Yeah, let's sit over here in the shade. Take a moment. Yeah. Yeah, so going grocery shopping, I didn't buy anything, just there was some chicken, buy one, get one for free type of deals. So I did do that with a whole chicken so I can cook that up for baby. And of course some for me too. I'll eat the chicken breast. She won't eat the chicken breast. So I got that. I found a package of pork, like stew meat pork. So I got that. I got some boneless chicken thighs. That was also buy one, get one for free. So I got that. That's it that I got for meats, except for that one hamburger roll, 1 pound hamburger roll, to make my husband some stroganoff. I'm not going to eat it, so I don't care if it's in a package, and he just doesn't care. I don't like meat that's in a roll package. So it looks like I'm going to be eating more stuff, because I have plenty. Don't get me wrong, I got my chest freeze in the house because I've been eating the meat and not buying it because I refused to spend the price. This past week I've ate most of my beef already. I got a couple of little hamburg patties that I'm saving, because I'm trying to do at least a couple of meals of beef, right? So, but I got a lot of pork. I had pork chops last night, so I ate pork chops last night. And that's all I had last night. Yesterday was two pork chops. I fried them in a frying pan and called it good. So I'm getting that stuff. Out of my freezer. And who knows, maybe I can do a Costco run. I don't know if you guys can see that butterfly. Do you see that butterfly on the edge of the couch? Right there on the couch railing, the hand railing. Yeah, there's a butterfly. Look at that. So pretty. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but I think it's gorgeous. I always think seeing a butterfly that beautiful is like a good thing. It's like a good omen, right? So, yeah. So tell me, guys, what are have you guys been thinking about meals that you can have on the carnivore diet? Someone suggested, I've got some canned salmon, and someone was saying canned salmon, pork rinds, and a couple of eggs, and make salmon patties. Now that's a good idea, guys. That's a good idea. I don't know what the cost of salmon is right now, but that's a good idea. So what else? What else can you get and do that would be cost effective to, and of course being on the carnivore diet? Chomps. Those meat sticks, chomps that are 0 carbs, or pretty close to it, under a carb. They're outrageous right now. They just zoomed up. The regular chomp sticks, you get 8 in a package, and now over $20, guys. I saw that and I was like, oh, hell no. No. I was like, well, I'm not buying them anymore. I did buy one at Walmart, just one chopstick. And I looked at my slip because I wasn't sure, because I bought it with other things. And so I look at the slip. I paid $3.99, and it wasn't even a big chomp. I was like, what the hell did I do that for? I am really bumming about the cost of food right now. I know I keep saying it, and I know you guys keep hearing it, but when the majority of your diet to get healthy is soaring in prices, it's really, it's really, really bad. I mean, yeah, I've given up a lot. I've given up things like, chips. I've given up all of this stuff, cereal and milk, and you would think that, I'd be saving some money, but you have to consider, guys, that when I was buying chips and sandwich meats and all that stuff, I'm still buying, not the chips and the milk. Well, milk I'm still buying, but cereals, the things that I was eating, like the chips, I don't buy them, but I'm buying pork rinds. So I'm not saving any money, No, and I'm not talking myself out of being on the carnivore diet. What I'm saying is that it's, it used to be, I used to believe, well, I'm saving money because I'm not buying all the junk food. Well, sorry, but it's still just as expensive. If not more, if you're buying the meat, because the meat prices have gone up so high. So you got to really think about what you're going to make. So I did get some packages of bacon because, they were on sale for like $5.29. So I got 2 packages. I figured, I can get at least 3 meals out of a package. They're only 12 ounces, not even a pound. So, but you're sharing that. If other people want your bacon, you got to share it, guys. And I did get 3 18-packs of eggs. So I'm really going to have to incorporate more eggs in my diet. But I don't want to get to the point where, I'm gaining weight from eggs, because eggs do have carbs in it too, guys. I'm trying to stay carb-free, and it's almost impossible. You can't afford carb-free anymore. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess just eat chicken. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just getting worried that, I don't want to go back to eating macaroni because I can get a pound box of macaroni for 99 cents. And heck, I can throw butter on that and have a good, filling meal, even though it's unhealthy. I don't want to do that. So I need to figure out what I can do. I got lots of cans of tuna fish. So I'll figure it out. It's just so much easier just to throw some beef in a frying pan and fry it up. I'm running out of options. I'm just running out of options. So what do you do? What do you do? What are we going to do when all the beef runs out, guys? What do you guys do? I know a lot of you guys are on keto, so it's not a real super big deal. If I was doing keto, I'd be fine. I wouldn't be having this problem. But I can change it up. Have some eggs with some sardines and have some eggs with bacon. Have some eggs with mayo. You see my problem here? I'm getting stuck. My mind's getting stuck. It'd be nice to find, a nice beef roast or something on sale. Even the stew meat, guys. I looked at the stew meat and it's ridiculous for a small package. that might be enough stew meat for 2 people is $20. It's like, no. I swear to God, every week it goes up. It goes up another $1, you know. So I'm getting frustrated. I am getting frustrated. Because I don't want to, you know, stop. I don't want to stop. You know, I remember watching this guy singing on, what was it? American Idol last year. I am Tongi. And he's a great, great singer. And he grew up in Hawaii. And so he said that he just moved. He's like 17, I think, when he was on the show. And after his dad died, he had to move back to the States. And he moved to, I think it was Washington or Oregon, one of the two, over there, you know, on the western coast. And they asked him, well, why'd you move out of Hawaii? He says, priced out of paradise. And I feel like that's happening to us guys. All of us that are carnivores, we're being priced out of paradise. I don't want that to happen. So when I think of, you know, this situation with the meat, I feel like I'm being priced out of paradise. Just like he was priced out of paradise. You know, he grew up in Hawaii and it was getting too expensive. Can't afford to live there no more. Yeah, so we're being priced out of paradise, guys. That's a dang shame. Priced out of paradise. You know, it's so expensive to eat right. Why are they you know, forcing us? You know, priced out of paradise is what it's going. That's what's happening, guys. A lot of homeless people, they're priced out of paradise. They can't afford a place to live. You know, it's really sad. Priced out of paradise is that's what it's coming to. You know? Why is it we're doing this to us? Not just to us, but to everybody. You're forcing people to move. You're being priced out of paradise. Whatever you're used to, wherever you grew up. I had to move out of Texas. Multiple reasons, but one of them, the reason why we had to move and move to a cheaper state was because with Ron with his stroke, there was no way with me on my pension could afford to make the house payments down there. You know, and the taxes, the property taxes were outrageous. So we were priced out of Texas. You know, people are forced to move and do something totally different in their life because they're priced out of paradise. They're priced out of what they're used to living. You know, people are losing their jobs. They're having health problems. They're getting older. They're retired. I know with just my Social Security, just with Social Security, I kid you not, it's a good thing I had a job that had a pension. My Social Security, even though I've been working, I didn't work when my kids were small kids. So I didn't work like my husband at the time worked, my ex-husband. He worked the whole time. But for a woman that has to stay home because they got multiple kids and they can't afford childcare, you're losing out on many, many years. And if you don't get a job where there's a pension, girl, you are screwed, because my Social Security check is only $800 and something a month. How the heck could I afford to live on $800 a month? How do you do it? It's a thank goodness I got a pension, right? You know, it's a saving grace that I have a pension. So I don't know what these people are going to do, because prices are not coming down. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. This gotta come to a stop. It really does. I know. I gotta go. I'm rambling way too much. I'm gonna end up having to cut some of this off. You guys don't need to hear all this rambling. So yeah, I gotta go in the house. It must be about 3 o'clock now, 2:30. Boy, that plane's loud. That plane is loud. That looks like a military plane, actually. Yeah, that's a military plane, guys. We got a military base, probably about 50 miles from here. It's an Air Force base. I'm thinking that just came from there. He's in a hurry going somewhere. Like I can tell, right, if he's speeding or not. Flying by. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. It's getting loud. And I will see you tomorrow.